George Galloway wins the Rochdale by-election. Did you see that coming? I saw it coming. He was either going to do extremely well or extremely poorly. The man's a natural campaigner. He's got great speaking skills. He can hold an audience. He had one message which resonated in a particular community in Rochdale, and the postal voting system definitely helps him as well. Plus, the Labour Party candidate got kicked out of the party a couple of weeks before the election. Everything was in his favour. What's going to happen now? Are Labour terrified? They should be. If we have candidates now standing in every Labour position, screaming Free Palestine, this is for Gaza, how many votes will they lose to those candidates? Will it be enough to let the Tories in, let independents in, let Lib Dems in? They may even win the seats themselves, people standing for Free Palestine. What are Tories going to do? I've been saying for a while now, if George Galloway does well at this election, which he has, will they call an early general election? I think they will. I think there's going to be a general election on the 2nd of May this year. Why? Tories know they're not going to win the general election, so what's the next best position for them? Let's reduce how many seats we lose, and let's make sure Labour don't get a huge majority. Here's your perfect opportunity. Every politician needs a bit of luck, but to take that luck you need to be brave, and we'll find out now if Rishi Sunak is brave. I don't think he is. But if they call a general election now for about 8 weeks' time, the Free Palestine movement and campaign will still be rampant. People would have taken some solace and some energy out of the George Galloway campaign. He's already saying he's got dozens of people who'll be standing in Greater Manchester across the northwest at the general election, and he'll have more and more applicants of people who want to stand for him and his party on this issue, and he will attract millions of Muslim votes, and 80% of all Muslim votes usually go to the Labour Party. He can severely damage the Labour Party, just like UKIP and the Brexit Party damaged the Tories. So this could be happening. Rishi Sunak, if he calls an early election, could be thinking, this is my best chance. This is my Falklands War. That's how Thatcher won her second election, because the Falklands War. This is it. But to do it, you have to be brave. Is he going to do it? I don't know. But he will not get a better opportunity to reduce his losses than now. Do I care? I don't care. I don't care if the Labour lose. I don't care if the Tories lose. I want both of them to lose. How will this affect my campaign running for mayor? Well, there's a small chance, a very small chance, that George Galloway might go, I'm on a roll here. An MP in Parliament can't really change anything, one MP. I can make some noise a couple of times a year, but that'll be it. But if I run for mayor of Greater Manchester and I beat Andy Burnham, who he despises, I'll be mayor of Greater Manchester. I'll have a lot of power then. So will George Galloway use becoming an MP as a springboard to run now for mayor of Greater Manchester? I hope so. Not because I want him to win, but because he will peel off so many hundreds of thousands of votes off Andy Burnham and off the Labour Party. And maybe an independent can sneak across that finish line while Labour and the Free Palestine movement are fighting between themselves. It has to be good for me if someone can take a load of votes off Andy Burnham, who's still favourite to win this race, by the way. I'm not deluded. He's still the big favourite to win. But external circumstances and situations can affect any political leader. Is this his? Is this where we bring him down? I don't know, but I've got my fingers crossed. I've got my fingers crossed that someone stands now, maybe George Galloway, maybe someone standing under the George Galloway political party and umbrella, stands now against Andy Burnham and peels off a couple of 100,000 votes off Andy Burnham. And those votes wouldn't be coming to me anyway. Peel them off and let a Mancunian rule Greater Manchester. Because I'll tell you what, I'll improve it. You'll see improvements within months. Let's see what happens. Will Gorgeous George do me a favour? He interviewed me once on his RT show and never published it. And his producer told me, oh, there was a problem with the sound, but we don't want you back on. It was like, not sure why. That was the only time I've ever spoken to George Galloway. Part of me likes George Galloway. He's a fighter. He's got charisma. I disagree with many of his policies, and some people genuinely dislike the man. But even people we dislike have things about him we like. So come on, George, do me a favour. Run for mayor, and you help me become mayor. There we go. There's a challenge. See you next time.
If you like that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and comment. And if you like what I'm saying about running for Mayor of Greater Manchester, then stick around. Tell your family, tell your friends. The only way I'm going to have a chance of winning is a grassroots movement. So be part of that movement and hit that bell. Thanks.